All right, welcome to the Sports Car Talk Show. I'm Kevin. He's Lorn. Real quick, just a quick intro to the episode today. We can be found on Instagram at the Sports Car Talk Show, and we can also be found on Twitter at SCTS_SkoL Bros. Way more active on IG, so follow us over there. Today's show is going to include, Lauren, you want to tell them what we're going to start with?
We're going to start out with some shout-outs.
Yep.
And
we'll
then
get to those, yep.
Then we're going to move on to a little bit of SkoL Bro Lorn mailbag.
Right. And then we'll end with a little ripping some basketball. In between there, we're going to throw in a little hobby talk, just a quick little tidbit about grading companies, and then something we're going to call Just Do It Already. So without further ado, should we get the show started?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right.
Welcome to the Sports Car Talk Show. Sports Car Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lorn Walker, the SkoL Brothers.
All right, welcome to episode 179 of the Sports Car Talk Show. We got things going a little bit different tonight. The rain was coming down pretty hard, and I didn't feel like bringing all the equipment over to Lorn, so we're doing the StreamYard ourselves. So, yeah, how's everything going over there, Lorn?
Good. I know that whenever you texted me, you're like, hey, man, it's raining too much. I'm going to just see if I can send the wife and the kid upstairs, and hopefully we can do StreamYard.
Yeah, thank goodness you have your new phone, man. It seems to be working good.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's okay, dude, but I got a car ending at 7 o'clock. So
nothing changes whether I'm there or I'm here. Hey, I got a card ending. We got to wait a minute. That's awesome.
And I want, and it's not a Teddy, so
right. Yeah, so you're forgiven. No, so we tried a new intro. We're gonna try a few new things as time goes on here. Mostly to keep us a little bit more focused. We tend to ramble. I always joke with people that there's not being prepared, and then there's let's see what happens, and we usually see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna start with a few a new section called the SkoL Bros Shoutouts. We're gonna try and make sure we do this every Friday. We're just gonna shout out a couple of YouTube channels or potentially podcast. You know, we spend a lot of time watching videos and listening to content, and we just want to share some with people. First one is Mike at Winless Champs. We're recording a couple days early, so he's at 492. I know he's doing a 500 sub giveaway, and he's pushing hard for it, and just a great guy, great content.
I can't believe he's not at 500 subs, to tell you the truth, man.
It's close. I know he just did an HGA submission blind reveal. A Make It or Break It Mondays. That's a really fun one. Everything he does is just great. Great member of the community. We highly recommend you go check him out. If he's not at 500 by the time this airs, let's see if we can get him there. And if he's at 500, congrats, Mike.
And if 500, still go check him out and sub to his channel, dang it.
For sure. So, and then the next one is Freedom Sufferer Cards. We actually ran into him doing a showdown series against Spidey, and he made a comment. He said he found us through that, and we followed him and just instantly really dug his channel, man. I've seen him do hockey. I've seen him do boxing. I've seen him open baseball mail. To be honest with you, there's a lot of content coming out from him, and just really dig it. We're hoping to have him on the show in the not too distant future. So bear with me for 1 second here, and we'll come back. All right. So we are back. Just a couple of channels that we wanted to give a little shout out to. We're gonna try to make it a point to do that. We watch so many videos and listen to so many podcasts. We're just like, we gotta give shout outs. We really enjoy everything that we watch. just between those two, though, I think about the amount of videos that they're putting out. You can't catch everything. You just can't. There's way too much content being pumped out, and we try to watch what we can when we can, and support as much as we possibly can. So go check them out. Hopefully, this is a congratulations to Mike before it, or like you said, go check them out and let's get them there. And next week I think we'll have a podcast to shout out and another YouTube channel. I think that's going to be the goal. I think we're going to transition to a little hobby talk. A lot of news has been out there about the grading companies, and we don't really touch base on it too much. And we've mentioned this before, but we don't really grade. We've talked about it. We've thought about it, and we tend to miss the boat a lot, which is going to transition into the just do it already segment too. But there's a lot to be said about PSA pumping the brakes and only taking the high dollar submissions. I mean, I think it had to be done.
Yeah. 560,000 square feet building they rented?
I can't remember the exact number. It was pretty big, though. Yeah. Yeah, they got to do something. Now, the big thing that's going to come out of this is what are they going to do when they're caught up? I think it's estimated in 3 months or whatever. They can't do what they were doing.
No.
I'm hearing a lot of people saying, okay, start getting us your cards, the group submitters, so we're ready as soon as they open the doors to submit. And it's like, okay, so what's PSA going to do now? That's what I'm real curious about. I'm rooting for a lot of the other companies, but
do you think though that the $20 low price submissions is going to cut people down from sending in base stuff though? I mean, some of the cards that I've picked up on eBay, I'm picking them up for less than the cost of a submission. I think you're going to see people go, I'm not going to spend $20 to send this base Topps rookie card in, or.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say for sure. Because if you get the 10, I'm guessing you're not, well, maybe you are getting the 10s for that price. I mean, I guess I'm not sure. I don't know what you've been exactly getting, but it'll be interesting to see, because obviously it's there, because even at the $20 submission, they were still getting flooded.
Yeah, that's
and I know HGA, you can't get a submission in. They limit it, but you can't even get it in as it is, and that's $20 at their lowest level.
What is SGC jumped their prices, right?
$75. Yeah.
$75 is the what they are only accepting now? Or are they doing $75 for just any card?
That's $75 for a card. Yep.
Oh,
it went from 25 to 75. So
wow.
I don't know. Yeah, they raised their price to try and fend off some of the, I don't know, teach their own, whatever they want to grade. It just, like I said, we don't mess with the grading too much. So
what I think I've seen, because I don't, like you said, we don't mess around with submitting cards and stuff, but like there's some vintage Viking cards that I've kind of been like, I don't want to spend $17 or $22 on this PSA 8 from 1967 or whatever. Now sellers are trying to now they're being listed for $250 and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
I should have picked them up for 17 or
right,
these low prices, but I'm like, they're not going to get that 250 for it. It didn't.
But are they? I mean, that's the tricky part, because I know people are posting cards PSA 10 ready, and they're charging astronomical prices. The card's not even graded; they're just saying it's PSA 10 ready.
I've seen that too. I'm like, yeah. If you're such an expert on the grade, maybe you should open your own grading company. I actually think I seen a video on Instagram yesterday or today of somebody new that's opening up a grading service. And they
revolutionary card grading, I think it's called. I think there's actually a couple new ones. And we'll see if any, the real test will be if any of them can hold up, I guess, so to speak, because it's the value thing, everybody's chasing that 10, which I don't know. I think a 10 diminishes it a little bit if it's easy to get.
Right.
Well, like I said, we don't grade a lot. I mean, I like you said, you prefer the BGS with the subgrades, right?
Yes. I labs where there is no subgrades on them, and I'm just like, this doesn't. It almost seems like it's counterfeit BGS.
Right.
But I know.
HGA does the subgrades. I think their slabs look great. I think it's going to be really good for PC cards, but I've watched quite a few openings now, and there's some definitely questionable grades. So that's kind of a bummer to see, and unfortunately they lash out in response. So they're, I think they have to learn to take that constructive criticism. Because you can't say that you're AI and it's going to be better, and it's not
Better, yeah.
I was just listening to the guys at Pack to the Future podcast, and he submitted a Barry Sanders card. I can't remember which guy did it. I'm really digging their podcast now, and he submitted a Barry Sanders, which he was fully expecting a 2, and he got a 9.
Oh my god!
So there's no reason why that card got a 9. So it's I don't know. And I've seen some others where
did you do like
a 2, the number 2?
Oh my!
And it got a 9. So that's unfortunate. I guess he's kind of, he could be pumped, I guess, in a way, but he was expecting a 2 and it got a 9. It's like, ugh. I watched another one where they the subgrades were higher than the overall grade. So the way they figured out, I mean, there's some mistakes, and every company goes through it. Yeah. I mean, I just saw it's either BGS or a PSA where the card was upside down. The slab. Yeah. So, I mean, it happens, but you can't be out there touting that you're the fastest and you're the latest and greatest and flubbing, I don't think you should be. We're going to probably look like idiots because we don't really do, like we said, we admittedly don't do a lot of grading. And a lot of that's because of the just do it already. I wrote that down because so many times we talk about doing stuff. We talk and we talk and we talk and we just don't follow through. I think we talked about doing HGA. I think the first time I saw it was early January. We could have submitted and had cards back 4 or 5 times by the time they got flooded.
Yeah.
And we just didn't do it. And
I'm with the grading is I think, especially me with the SGC submission that we did do, a little bit disappointed with some of the grades I got. So then we were like, well, we definitely need to look our cards over better this next.
Yeah.
And then it's, and then we just putzed after that. We got the tools to do it, but we never.
So yeah, we just don't really deal a whole lot with the grading thing. But it's top of mind, and it kind of goes with the whole, man, we just missed the boat so many times. We talked about doing SGC and we missed that boat to get it in early, and we talked about doing HGA, missed that. Talked about submitting the PSA, then the prices went crazy.
Yeah.
Man, we're just a day late and $1 short on a lot of things. Yeah. And something that just happened last weekend when we were recording, we were talking about, hey, let's load up our ComC account and let's do a little speculating,
Yeah.
And one of the players we talked about, we won't talk about all of them, but one of the players we talked about was Sam Darnold. And I was thinking we should do it right now. Right now, we should put the money in. And we didn't. And sure enough, he gets traded. And in our ComC account, we get a notification that one of our Sam Darnold sold that we had from last year.
Yeah.
So And to be honest with you, I still haven't been there to look. It would have been kind of interesting to see if our $1 pickups could have been $5, just in a couple days.
Right. And the thing is, though, is that, we dropped $100 into our ComC account. And I think whenever we did it, it was like our, second or third episode ever.
Yeah.
About a half ago. We, that $100 turned into 102 rookie cards, I think we bought. Or cards at $2 to spare. So we had $98 in with for 102 cards. And right now we have like $140, or I think we have still 92 cards in our ComC account is what I thought I saw, with like almost $40 in store credit. So
yeah.
And that's
considering we don't do anything with it.
No, we don't.
Done pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, that isn't going to light the world on fire, but
but just imagine if we stayed on top of things and just did stuff. You know? So that's kind of going to be my motto going forward. Just do it already.
Yeah.
Quit talking about it. If it's in my mind, I'm going to deposit money into the account and I'm going to start doing stuff.
Well, we were talking, like I told you, I've got I invested in a guy pretty heavy last year. I have over 300 of his cards on ComC. And I know that I could probably turn around. I could probably list those cards, take them out of my inventory and list them on there. And that doesn't cost me a thing.
Right.
Put a price on them. And I probably could double my money on the cards I bought of this guy. Nothing big, but you're like, why don't you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I like to speculate. I like to buy cards. The selling, and with ComC, it doesn't even take anything. There's no shipping. There's no dealing with customers or anything. I just slap a price on it and see if it sells,
Yeah. We really got to start doing a better job of following through.
I hopped on my ComC and I was like, there's a few cards that I've been wanting, and but I don't want to load up my account. Well, I hopped on there the other day and I had like $14 in there because I sold a few cards. I actually sold a couple more Blake Bell cards.
That's funny. Too funny.
2-3 years ago when the Vikings signed him as a tight end, and we got rid of him. But I think there's an actual Blake Bell super collector out there who's been buying them slowly but surely off of me.
That could be our college fan.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, everyone's going, who the heck is Blake Bell? Well,
right.
Every person that's on a piece of cardboard is somebody's probably a fan of them somewhere,
right?
Or something to somebody somewhere. So
right. We're gonna try and make this a short episode. So why don't you talk about your mail real quick, and then I did want to rip a few packs since you got to play your Net Fusion card last Tuesday.
Okay. Oh shoot! they're on the. I was like, where did my cards go? So I'm getting pictures to put up, but first card that I want to show is this. I don't even know what it is, man. It's a Archives Reserve. I believe it's from 2000. This actually says 2001. I thought it was 2002. But this is of Frank Gifford. And I really kind of wanted a Frank Gifford card after we did the Mount Rushmore series. So this goes back to that series that we did. Frank Gifford made the Pro Bowl at 3 different positions, like running back, receiver, and DB. He was like just an all-time great whenever he was playing. I can't remember who. Sometimes I forget who. I can picture the guy's face and I can picture him on Instagram, but I cannot remember his first name. But I definitely didn't disagree with a lot of his picks for his Mount Rushmore. But me personally, Frank Gifford is an all-time New York Great Giant.
Right.
So that's just one of the cards that I just recently got in the mail. This is another one I got in the mail recently, and this is a 2020 Obsidian. It's a white. That's white Contra. That's what it's called.
Yep.
Anyway, I remember I saw a white Contra, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Obsidian makes white cards too. And I just put white Contra as a search in my eBay, and fortunately was lucky enough to pick up, a guy from my favorite team. I would just wanted a white Contra, period.
Right.
But that I'm feeling I got for what I consider a good price. They're limited to, they say 7. So
Yep.
I like chasing those short prints.
Right.
I like, there's actually a red one now too.
Oh, too funny.
But this next card, I have not shown you this one yet. So this is going to be you. This is my new favorite autograph for the time being.
Wow.
And
oh, nice.
Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, nice.
And he's got
autographics.
Yeah. And one of these popped up in a Jerome Bettis popped up during Immaculate, I believe. And I was like, and I was going, thing went for way more money than I wanted to pay. So I just typed in Jerome Bettis for a search, Jerome Bettis auto for a search. And picked this one up within a couple days of the Immaculate auction. And quite honestly, the autograph on this card is even cooler because it's so much bigger than
that's awesome.
That window that he was able to sign on.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at a few of them but like I've said, these Fleer autographics or Skybox autographics that come out, they really give the guys a big window to sign, and some of these guys just put some beautiful ink on those cards.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
And the last card I want to show off, and
oh yeah,
nice. I've already got a post ready to go on Instagram for this card, but it's a game day Brett Favre. This is from 2011, so a couple years after he played for the Vikings. But and you can't even really tell that it's a sticker on it. When I go like this, you can see the sticker. But
when you did that, I saw it. But yeah, it's hard to see it.
Yeah. Anyway, Brett Favre in purple. There's nothing better than that.
That's awesome, dude.
It's one of my favorite things to do, as you know, is to post Brett Favre in purple on Instagram.
That's awesome. That is a great segue to Instagram is where you can find a lot of what Lorn picks up and I pick up. Lorn is primarily a singles guy, singles buyer. I end up buying the packs and the repacks and some of that stuff. So you get to see a little bit of a smorgasbord of what I get. But I'm not dead set on one PC thing. So I find little things that I like to collect and do that way. So yeah.
I've definitely branched out since we started the show. I mean,
you definitely have, yeah. But you're still singles. Singles is the way. Yeah, that's the way to go for you.
I'm actually kicking myself. I wish I really would have told you to pick up, gotten your limit of the Donruss racing cards. I love it so much, man.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to flip my camera around. I'm just going to rip a couple packs real quick, and then we'll bring the show to a close. So
when you texted me today and asked if I had that stuff, up with Murph to grab that today?
Yeah, I told Murph, I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to hook up with you and grab my stuff. And he's like, oh, I gave it to Lorn. Did he tell you? I'm like, no, he didn't tell me. But I'm like, it makes sense. So you're going to have to forgive the lighting because I'm not really set up to shoot this, but it's all good. I got a couple hoops and a couple Donruss. We'll start with a Donruss because I don't know if I'm going to open all of it. We're pushing, I don't know, 30 minutes anyways. Let's see what we get here. Mikal Bridges. Oh, the lighting is terrible. Darius Garland. I'm going to change the lighting, so bear with us for 1 second. All right, well, that's a little bit better, I guess. Bam. Joel Embiid. Damian Lillard. Luka.
There you go.
Yeah. Marcus Smart. Enes Kanter. Boy, they make these hard to read. OG. Fred VanVleet. Marquise Chrisley, I think. Boy, they can barely read it. Gallinari. Brooke Lopez. Doug McDermott. Miles Turner. Mike Conley. Carmelo. Coldwell Pope. Chris Dunn. Nerlens Noel. Ja, second year.
There you go.
Yeah. Landry Shamet. Bradley Beal. Live and in person. There you go, Rycon. Yeah.
That's hard.
Patrick Williams. Kyle Kuzma. That'd have been a great LeBron card.
It's a cool card.
Ricky of Oturo. Jaden McDaniels. Caleb Martin. Precious. Cole Anthony. That wasn't terrible, I guess. Oh, and I suppose they could be
some kind of variation photo.
Yeah. Isn't it like a acquiesce test or something? Or
I
back? All right. I'm not a super big fan of Donruss, but if it falls into my lap, I'll take it. Kevin Love. Actually, I think I found these two at Walgreens first time ever.
Oh, wow.
Lonzo Ball, Gary Harris, Derrick Rose. Sorry, I got to hold it at a weird angle to read it. Steven Adams, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Torrey Craig, Michael Porter Jr., Dennis Schroeder, Julius Randle, Alex Caruso, Paul George, Tyler Hero, Jeff Green, Bryn Forbes, Jaylen Brown, Wesley Matthews, Daniel House, Drew Holiday, Spencer Dinwiddie, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Trae Young. Oh, franchise features Trae Young. Great Expectations, Aaron Nesmith, DeMar DeRozan. And there are cool cards, but Killian Hayes, Patrick Williams, Cassius Winston, Nick Richards, Trey Jones. Ugh.
I tell you what, dude, I don't like this product because it has no old.
Right. I'm going to rip the soups open, see if we can redeem ourselves real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Porzingis, Tatum, Patrick Beverly, Chris Middleton, Chris Dunn, Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Kuzma, Kyrie Irving, Hernan Gomez, Seth Curry, Dragic, Harris, Deladova, White, Rose, Fultz, Alexander, Whiteside, Jonas Valanciunas. I can't say it. I almost had it. Dwayne Bacon, Pope, frequent flyers of Joel Embiid, vanity plates of Donovan Mitchell,
That's cool.
Ben Simmons. I think that must be a hollow. Looks like it. Yep. Devin Vassell, Nico Mannion, Grant Miller, Tyrese Halliburton. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he is.
Xavier Tillman, Robert Woodard.
Iowa State kid, right?
Yep. Lou Williams, Daniel Gafford, Kevin Looney, Anthony Davis, DeAndre Jordan, Matisse Thybulle, Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, Lonzo Ball, Kawhi Leonard, Luke Kennard, Jonathan Isaac, Kelly Oubre, DeMonte Sabonis, Nicholas Batum, John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, Mike Conley, Jokic, Garland.
Ooh, that's a cool looking card.
Yeah, Kemba Walker. Frequent flyers of Joel Embiid. Donovan Mitchell again. RJ Hampton. Nick Richards. Kenyon Martin. Elijah Hughes. CJ Ellaby. And Skylar Mays. Oh, that was kind of a dud opening.
I thought you might have been. I thought you were going to maybe open up that football Fairfield pack that you.
Oh, straight garbage, dude. I looked at it when I was out on the route. Oh, straight garbage. What a waste of $10. All right, man. Well, that's going to bring episode 179 to a close.
SkoL Brothers out.